Hi guys, welcome back to JADME. After many years, I'm starting back again my YouTube videos. So here I'm sharing my Kubernetes knowledge. As part of this, I'm firstly sharing CKA exam series questions. So these questions are 2025 latest sure shot questions I'm going to share with you. So I have recently taken my CKA this month itself. So I want to share the real time and the syllabus are completely changed and don't expect the simple questions from the CKA exam. So I'm going to give sure shot questions as early as possible. So which I remember. So please stay tuned. And so without any further delay, let's start with the first question. So the question says an Nginx deployment already running in our server. The name is Nginx static and under the Nginx static namespace, it is configured using a config map named Nginx config. Update the Nginx config map to allow only TLS version 1.30 connection. So if you required, you can recreate or restart or scale the resources and you can test them by using the changes with the command. Here you can see the command they are giving as like just using the curl and the website. That is the local one. So as TLS v1.2 should not be allowed anymore. That should not work. That should fail basically. That's what the question is. So basically the question is, so we need to update the config map to 1.3 version and test it the 1.2 while the testing. So it should fail. So that we will do. But in the real exam, you just want to make sure you have switched to the context and then the existing deployment and all like config map, everything will be present to you and just you need to modify that. Okay, for us, I will create a real-time cluster scenario, the same kind of scenario, and then we can start testing. In real exam, we don't want to do this creation of service deployment and config map. That will be already created. We just need to modify the changes as per the question. But to create the scenario, I have just created the deployment config map and SVC, that is a service. So let me create one by one, then we will implement the actual question. So first we need to create a namespace because it won't be there, right, for me. So that I'm trying to create now. Oh, okay, this copy problem. 1 second. I'm creating it. So once I create, then I will create a config map. So kubectl apply for config map. Config map is created. Next again, I'm applying deployment. That is this one. Next, I'm exposing the deployment. So before that, we will just verify config map, comma, deployment. Okay, I need to pass the namespace, otherwise it won't work. So the namespace is nginx static. Okay, we have this config map and the deployment. Still the pods are not ready. So kubectl get pods -n nginx static. Okay, still it is container creating. We'll wait for the container to create and then we can actually start with our question. See the pod status, it's up and running. Now we will edit the config map just to go and to verify the changes, right, as per our question. So first we'll go and edit the config map. The config map says 1 second, we'll edit the config map. And here you can see, right, we have TLS version 1.2 and 1.3. So in the question we have asked that we need to set only 1.3. 3. 2 is not required as part of the question. Okay, done. I'm just edited. Now I'm saving this. Okay, it says edited. Now we need to perform a rolling restart, or you can simply delete the pod and just wait for the pod to come up. Okay, so whichever one is easy for you, you can go ahead with that. I'm running a kubectl rollout restart for the deployment, and the deployment name followed by the namespace. Now I'm giving the command just to see. You can see, right, the pod is created very recently. Now in the question they said we can use the curl command to test that with the help of 1.2. First we will verify with the 1.2 TLS version. This is the one. See, it's. Thanks for watching. Please stay tuned for further questions.